We got the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit coming to Bradford, Pennsylvania.
Fishing the Kinzua Reservoir.
It will challenge you. And what you do one day doesn't necessarily carry over or mean anything on day two.
New York and Pennsylvania state record came out of this body of water.
Expect some big fish. Big fish and lots of them. When this lake turns on, it's unbelievable.
You're going to have to be out there and on your game to get the check in this one.
Today on Federation Angler TV, the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit has traveled east to the town of Bradford, Pennsylvania to fish on the mighty Kinzua Reservoir deep in the Allegheny Mountains.
We're pretty excited. We got the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit coming to Bradford, Pennsylvania. It'll be the first time we've ever hosted a professional level tournament on the Kinzua Reservoir, and it's pretty exciting to have all these people come in from out of the area that have never seen Bradford and the Allegheny Mountains and the beautiful Kinzua Reservoir. So pretty anxious to see how they all feel about going out there and fishing. But somebody's going to get 5 fish each day and win this tournament.
Tell you what though, you got a lot of local sticks that know what they're doing, but then you got these guys that fish the circuit all the time, that fish for a living basically, and they know what they're doing. It's going to be one whale of a match. Local versus international, national, good looking versus the rest of them. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'm pumped.
Things can turn on and you can have some really good fishing here, and I hope that's what happens. So, like I said, it's the same for everybody, and we're going to just put the nose to the grindstone and try and somehow conjure up 5 good bites, maybe get lucky and get a big one.
$10,000 in first prize money, and more money in contingencies. There's guys here that are battling for Team of the Year points, so there's a lot riding on this tournament.
Well, I think if you weigh in between 9 and 10 pounds both days, I think you're going to be in the top 6 or 7. The way things are going now, you're going to get guys who are going to catch a big one, probably a 6-pounder, but they're not going to do it the next day, I don't think, unless they're really on the big fish, on the crank. You're going to get those on the cranks. But I like to be more consistent. I'd rather weigh in 9 or 10 pounds each day and get 20 pounds, 21 pounds, and see how it goes from there.
But this tournament, can't thank Zippo and Case Cutlery enough for hosting this tournament here in our community. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible. So it should be a pretty exciting weekend.
It's very pleasing to our company to have the tour come here. We've got our guys Doug and Charlie that we sponsor with the Zippo Case team, that they're in the tournament, so that's even just another nice little nugget to have a local team in the tournament, in our backyard, and the welcome mat is truly open, and we just want everybody to feel welcome and just enjoy their time here. Everybody's excited to come to this little gem in the northwestern hills of Pennsylvania, and just looking forward to having everybody here, showing them the community, showing them what this little hometown America is like. Everybody's got a walleye sign up. We hope everyone's safe, have a great time, and look forward to seeing everybody back again.
Day 1 of competition begins at the Willow Bay Campgrounds, and there's been a slight twist in the rules for this event.
Usually on the Kinzua Reservoir, a legal fish has to be 15 inches and over, and on the Seneca waters, you can only have 1 per angler over 21, but the nation has said, since we brought this event to town and they want to show the best of what the reservoir can produce, they've waived that. So bring in your best 5. It's going to be a no-call tournament. You're allowed to have 8 fish in your live well. Once you put that 8th fish in there, you're done for the day. So you got to be kind of selective of what you keep, but the way the bait's been going, you might be lucky to get 5 in there. This is the spot where the river channel's right over there, and it comes up onto a big rock pile here. And it's usually good when the wind's crashing in here and pushes all the bait and stuff up here, but we don't have any wind this morning, but we're gonna hope that the fish are still here.
Got him, Dougie? There we go, Doug. Come on, fishes, come on.
This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Mercury, #1 on the water. Low Equipment Attachments. And by Zippo Outdoor, making the great outdoors greater.
Got him, Dougie? There we go, Doug.
That's the problem there too. I think all the big ones can't even get to the bait. The lake's just full of these small walleyes, which is good for the future of the reservoir, you know. We've caught tons of these this week, and just trying to get the bigger ones, that's the key to the game, as always. Fish?
Yeah.
Little one?
Big though. Little one. Just even about 4 times bigger.
Another little one. Perch. Perch hit a crank.
You gotta eat too.
Cannibals eating their own young, see that? Perch eating perch. Boy, another exciting thing they announced at the rules meeting last night is the Seneca Nation got $80,000 to do habitat improvement for the walleyes. That's what this reservoir needs more than anything. It needs some structure put in it and some management, and this reservoir has a potential of being a walleye destination for the whole eastern region.
In 2009, we wrote an application for a grant through U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It's called the Tribal Wildlife Grants. And we were approved for a walleye hatchery within the Seneca Nation territories. The tribe still depends a lot on the walleye for sustenance, and it was getting to the point where the walleye populations were not meeting the demands of the tribal people. The hatchery was a big thing. Seneca Nation's fish hatchery is fairly new. We're going on our 3rd year of operations this year. It began construction in 2009, began operations in 2012. So it's a fairly new hatchery. We also have habitat programs going on where we install habitat within the reservoir system. So we're gonna try to do what we can to make it the best it can be, both for our community, the general public, and fish and wildlife.
Back on the water, Chad Yohe gives us the first glimpse on what the Kinzua Reservoir has to offer.
We're smiling, we got a couple of good ones in the box. Today we got a 28.25 and a 20.5 incher so far. So the ticket we found was to slow down with these crankbaits, and Berkeley flicker shads, Rapala, the storm smash shads have been our ticket. Smaller crankbait in this system. Out here trolling the road grade, and it's been fun. We feel very confident. We've had a good pre-fish. We haven't caught a lot of fish, but it's you know, we're gonna put 15 inches in the live well, but we've been catching big fish for a week and a half.
Jason Kopf and Roger Riggs have also managed to catch a sizable Kinzua walleye.
Started off this morning, got our 5 fish by like 10 o'clock, and ended up about noon. Pulling a big old, like, I don't know, I'd say about 4-pounder. And we got a good bag limit going, so things are good. Box of flicker shads. That one seems to be the best one. I don't think that that's gonna be a walleye, but if it is, it's gonna be huge. Just go ahead and clear that, because I'm gonna have to turn around and chase this thing. It's taking a ton of line. Oh, man. We got Loch Ness. He surfaced. Oh my.
This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Low Rents. Find, navigate, dominate. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. Motor Guide. And by Berkeley, catch more fish.
It's taking all of the lead core out. This has got to be a good sized pike or something like that, I would have to say. He surfaced.
It looks like a big walleye by the tail.
Maybe it's in its mouth.
maybe it's rolled. Oh, it's a big carp.
Carp.
Oh. Oh my.
Look at it. Good. Buffalo.
Oh my.
Buffalo by the tail. That's classic.
Catching the right species of fish is just another challenge that every tournament angler has to face.
Walleye. No, it's white bass.
White bass.
Sorry, false alarm.
Little pike. Big white bass.
One kind. White bass, white perch. Yeah, we caught everything in the lake. That's part of tournament fishing. You still got to figure out how to catch them and get your 5 for sure.
Yeah, we just got checked by the reservation marshal, and it was nice. He's a good guy. He just wanted to make sure we were doing everything legal, make sure we didn't have any illegal fish in the boat, checked our license. They do a good job patrolling. They're not out here all the time. But usually they don't bother you that much. If they know you're fishing a tournament, they sort of try to get on and get on their way and leave you alone most of the time. Very nice of them, the way the slot limit of 1 fish over 20 per person per day. They waived that for the tournaments, so if you get lucky enough to get 5 over 20, you can weigh them all in. You don't have to worry about having a couple over 20 and getting a 30-incher and having to throw that one back.
Let's go to weigh-in and see if any of those big fish made it to the stage. Chuck Sabatos and Frank Mouser take 3rd with 12 pounds, 10 ounces. Chad and Michael Yohe barely grab 2nd with 12 pounds, 11 ounces. Jason Kopf and Roger Riggs take the lead after day 1 with 13 pounds, 8 ounces. Here's the rest of the leaderboard for day 1.
This lake is very tough when there's no wind, so we knew we had to hit a lot of spots and, you know, just keep changing things up, and that's what we did. So.
Well, we had a great day. We cranked all day. The key for us was slow. We've been catching good fish all week. It's been a slow bite. We haven't been catching a lot, but the fish we were catching were quality.
The Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit is all about the anglers, but also our future anglers as well. That's why after weigh-in, local kids are given their own rod and reel to get them into the sport of fishing. It's the final day of competition on the Kinzua when we return on Federation Angler TV. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Cabela's, it's in your nature. Sea Grant, University of Wisconsin. And by G-Juice Live Well Treatment. The final day of the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit is here, and we kick it off with the Day 1 leaders, Jason Kopf and Roger Riggs.
This is what we're looking for, these little yellow and green blobs that are laying right on the bottom. Those are the fish that we want to target, and the more of those we see, the better off we are. Oh, there's a fish. Bring it. I am. Got it. Beautiful. That one will measure. 16er, buddy. 16 and an 8. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. That is the start of the madness, hopefully. Walleye, and it's a keeper too, bud. It's a keeper, so nice and easy. Nice fish. Good job, buddy. Good job. Look what I came on again, too. I'll get that. Thank you, Lord. Number 2.
As Jason and Roger maintain the lead, we'll check in with the rest of the field who are trying to close the gap.
What? It's a catfish.
Are you me?
No. You're hard pumping right away in the morning. Holy cow. We're hoping for get some big fish here and then this afternoon maybe bounce around and get our 5. We need a limit today. Sitting in second. We're very comfortable, we're confident we should be able to get a limit today, and we'll see what happens.
Well, we're doing all right. It's only not even 11 o'clock on day 2. We've got 4 in the live well already. It was pretty exciting at precisely 7:18 this morning. All of, I don't know, what are we, 500 yards away from the boat ramp, we caught a 24-inch fish. That's a great way to start day 2. The next fish after that, oh, we got one back there or not?
I don't think it's going to be legal.
No.
Probably a perch.
The next fish after that was a 19.5-incher. There's a little guy. And we've slowly picked away to get 4 now, so.
Might even be a perch.
He swallowed her pretty good too. 15 and a quarter. That's number 5.
Okay, just cut the line. You just got our limit.
There
The
we go.
monkey's off our back. We just got our limit.
Well, just put the 5th fish in the boat. It's not a great big one, just over 15 inches. We've got 2 of those and 3 really solid fish. I don't know, 7th place yesterday, you back it up with a limit today, you gotta think you're gonna move up in the standings. But we got a lot of time left. It's only 11:45. Probably move around a little bit, go look for those bigger fish, see what happens.
Pardon the interruption. We've got a fish on. Yeah. Perfect. Here. I'll steer. Slide by you. Yeah.
Can't see.
It's like a keeper.
Oh boy.
Almost lost it.
It's pretty close.
That one might make it. Well, let's check it out. 15 and a quarter. It's number 4. A little bit better, maybe?
Maybe.
Fingers crossed. Keep it coming, he's barely hooked. Good. He might make it.
Might make it.
Oh, all day.
All day. Number 5. Good. Nice work.
Let's see how Jason and Roger are doing as they still have only 2 fish.
So we got 2 fish in the vault, 2 pounds apiece. We had 13.8 yesterday. That's another 4 pounds. We're up to 17.8. If we can get another 2 fish into the boat, we'll probably get us up to the 20-pound mark, which typically is what you need to win a tournament here. So if we can pull off 2 more of these, we'll be in good shape. What the hell's the matter with you? That's a keeper. No, what the Sam hell's the matter with you today? You got sunstroke or what? Oh, easy, easy, easy. I'm trying not to. Oh, hey. Might not be a keeper, but I don't know if it is a keeper. Oh, yes. My God. It is swiping the line. See that? It's going in the vault. It's going in the vault! It touched the line! Woohoo!
The time has come to conclude the final day of competition here for the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Johnny Candle and Dennis Skorolski secure third place with 17 pounds, 2 ounces. Jason Kopf and Roger Riggs have weighed in their fish and have a final total of 17 pounds, 3 ounces. Chuck Sabatos and Frank Mouser are the last team to weigh in.
They need 4 pounds, 9 ounces to take the lead and the win in the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit Tournament here. 7 pounds, 6 ounces for a total of 20 pounds.
You know, having a little advantage, you know, knowing the lake, we knew where we were going to fish in all the different spots, so we just figured, you know, we'll just let it go. Tournament time, we'll see what happens, and it worked out for us.
Here's the rest of the leaderboard for the final day. Bradford, Pennsylvania has been the host city for this event, tucked away in the Allegheny Mountains in the northwestern part of Pennsylvania.
You'll never have a better time than you will visiting Kinzua country. Come say hello.
God bless America.